This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
Welcome to the Barbados Today afternoon update for Monday, February 23rd, 2015. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. A warm welcome to you. Our top story: fear and outrage in one St. Michael community following a shooting incident last night that left 3 people nursing gunshot wounds. This as police continue their hunt for the perpetrators who opened fire in 7th Avenue, New Orleans about 9:30 p.m. 2 men and a woman were injured. Their injuries were not life-threatening, but one man had to undergo surgery. He is said to be in stable condition at the QEH. 4 houses and 2 cars were damaged during the shooting incident. Here's what one angry resident had to say.
I snatched out my PS5 coffee to get hit, and I start robbing the tin, then I get up on the floor. Then after he shot, then I get up, and when I look, then I see the holes in the bedroom, but he shot up on the ground, and that's it.
So wait, is that hit your face?
Piece of board?
Piece of board?
Yeah, he shot like a hit the board and just shit.
And the board shackled out from your face. Wow.
How you feel about this happening in this neighborhood?
How I feel? Nobody can't figure about this here. They had me all set the whole night. Can't figure about this.
Meantime, a Canadian national will appear in court today on drug charges. 39-year-old Clifford Imjumanyu, a cruise ship passenger of the Oceania, was arrested on Saturday after police found 1.5 kilograms of cocaine in his cabin during a search. He is charged with possession with intent to supply, trafficking and importation. He will appear in the District A Magistrates Court to answer the charges. In other news, Social Care Minister Steve Blackett hits back at President of the UWI Students Guild, Imani Paris, who suggested that government's delay in delivering promised bursaries may be a little too late. 7 months after Education Minister Ronald Jones pledged that 3,000 bursaries would be provided to students who could not afford to pay their tuition costs, Cabinet only this month approved the financing. Last week, the UWI Guild president revealed that 1,600 students were forced to drop out because the funding was not provided. But Minister Blackett suggested the criticism was unwarranted.
Recently, the president of the Students' Guild at the university wrote the Prime Minister a letter, a threatening letter, talking about the bursaries. The bursaries. Now, the government gave them the bursaries. And last week he was complaining. This week he's saying that the bursaries came too late. You can't please these fellas. Last week he said they weren't getting the bursaries. We gave them the bursaries. And this week he's saying they're too late.
Meantime, opposition leader Mia Mottley takes the Prime Minister to task for his recent comments concerning court matters. Over the weekend, Prime Minister Frondell Stewart raised concerns about the publication of court documents in the media before they were even presented to a judge, saying that it could be considered a contempt of court.
This is the same Frondell Stewart who sat by and watched ministers on the front bench quote documents from the case involving George and Eddie. It wasn't contempt then. This is the same Frondell Stewart that saw documents being quoted, Kerry, when you brought, was it the injunction against these? Before the last inspection, he didn't worry about it being contempt then. But all of a sudden, when the public, and in particular the policy holders of this country, are being told the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, the Prime Minister steps in to remind us of contempt.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
It's time for AgriFest again. Come and enjoy the National Agricultural Exhibition on February 27th to March 1st at the historic Queen's Park. Over 300 exhibits on show, highlighting the theme, inclusive agriculture, strengthening linkages, creating synergies. AgroFest 2015, the biggest agricultural exhibition in the Caribbean. Don't miss it.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
In sports, West Indies keeper Jason Holder says the team have full confidence in big-hitting batsman Chris Gayle despite his slump in the World Cup so far. In both games played so far, the West Indies have batted first and posted 300-plus totals, with Gayle scoring 36 and 4 at the top order. Holder said, and I quote, "It is good to see that he still hasn't fired and we still gain 300 runs. I'm sure when his contribution come, we'll get somewhere close to 400, end quote. Holder now expects the team to carry the momentum of Friday's game into today's Pool B match against Zimbabwe. On the regional scene in Trinidad, where police are expected to charge at least 5 men in connection with the murder of Senior Counsel Dana Sitahal this week. More in this report from TV6 News.
The unrelenting let-up for the perpetrators responsible for the assassination of Senior Counsel Dana Sitahal is near. The state prosecutor was shot dead while driving a Volkswagen Touareg SUV in the vicinity of the Woodbrook Youth Center along Hamilton Holder O'Connor Street, Woodbrook, on May 4th last year. TV6 News obtained reliable information from well-paced security sources that investigators are eagerly awaiting directives from the Director of Public Prosecutions before they move to charge at least 5 known suspects in the killing. Only this week, Acting Commissioner of Police Stephen Williams had told the media that once DCP for Operations Harold Phillip got directives from the DPP, the police would be moving in a particular direction. Sources told TV6 News that at least 2 of the suspects are already in jail on charges of murder and conspiracy to murder for an unrelated matter. Intelligence sources say one of the incarcerated men, considered a hitman for hire, was one of the main triggermen in Sitahal's killing and originally resided in the Komoto area. Senior sources say he has been cooperating with investigators and feeding them key information for the case, which have enabled them to pursue credible and positive leads.
And finally, on the international scene, 3 people have been arrested in Bangladesh following yesterday's deadly ferry accident. 70 people are reportedly dead after the ferry collided with a cargo boat while crossing the Padma River. Most of those who drowned were on the ferry's lower deck. Over 40 others were rescued or swam ashore. There are reports that the vessel may have been overcrowded with 150 people on board. The ferry was raised to the surface today and brought ashore. Lawmen say at least one of the people arrested was responsible for steering the cargo vessel. That's the Barbados Today afternoon update, but you can join us again this evening. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune into Channel 101 online TV, as well as Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Do have a wonderful day.
This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? #sexy.